morning, traders. Welcome to today's trade ideas and signal. So, without any further delay, we're going to start from where we left off in our last episode, and we're going to continue. It's not going to be a very long analysis because we've been studying this and we've been anticipating whatever is happening in the market now for over 2 weeks. So, our own is just to capitalize on it. And we have a very profitable trade from this angle. This happened to be my own private analysis, but this is the analysis we did together yesterday. So we're going to leave this one intact because of these are 1 to 5 analysis yesterday, and it did personally it's come to fruition. Okay, so this one is just one to a very plain one. It did come to fruition, and we have a lot of things that are happening, and at the same time, not a lot of things. Okay, so where this is where we left off yesterday, and we're able to capitalize on this, and this happened to be our last week Friday trade anyway, because yesterday we just talked about the continuation that we are anticipating from this particular level here. So this one is 225, not so still the same thing. Finally come to fruition yesterday to got to also exact because we take it from this internal structure. But looking closely to 4 hour, I discovered that this is the body of this candle is what it uses to send the price lower down. So, but nonetheless, whichever way it's like to do, we are able to get our 1 to 5 out of the market, and that is good. It gives us a kind of flexibility for us to kind of, maximize our profit. And we have this trade that is going on here. We have been talking about this particular level is an internal structure on weekly, and I've been anticipating it for over a very long time, and it's going to serve as our position trading. But nonetheless, yesterday I picked out this zone of 4 hour, like, is an what is it called? It's a point of interest within point of interest, and higher time frame transcend lower time frame. But nonetheless, lower time frame point of interest can be capitalized on within higher time frame point of interest. So this is what we have, and we are looking at it from this angle. So what we're going to do, we are anticipating that, okay, this is a very pure structure, and on an higher level, these are strong low, and these are weak high. And this happens to be our what dealing range. So far, we have this dealing range here. We are anticipating that, okay, with all the reaction we are having to retrace back into this P order block that we have here, the internal structure on weekly, you know, anticipating the fact that, okay, price is going to transcend and continue to move higher. So from what we have here, this is our trade, and we are anticipating higher prices in the market, even though on we are only looking for 1 to 5 year. And if we are to capitalize on the whole internal structure, even on monthly, you will see that, okay, we are kind of going higher in the market. But nonetheless, our trade only takes 1 to 5 for us to just, quickly move in and out of the market so that at least we recalibrate our senses, our psychology, so that at least we'll be able to capitalize on any other opportunity that is being presented to us in the market. So let's start with a fresh analysis on another Euro USD chart. On another Euro USD chart. So I'm only be dealing with Euro. I just discovered the fact that instead of just spreading all your money here and there, you can just put it all together and put it on a single trade. And you have peace of mind. You have enough time to do some other stuff in your life. So it pays this way to me. So we're going to start from what do we have? So personally, we've analyzed this level, we've analyzed higher time frame review, watch our previous episode, you will understand how we got here and our expectation from this level moving forward. So what we are anticipating in the market, higher time frame transcend lower time frame, and these are dealing range in the market. And so far, these are dealing range. So these are dealing range in the market. I consider this based on higher time frame something to be liquidated, I mean, purge of this high level here. So we have all this reversal and a kind of reaction we are getting from this particular leg here. So since we have this leg and we are anticipating that okay, there is a reaction that is going to take out all these places eventually in the market, and we are reacting from this. We kind of want us to have a twist in the market, I want us to have a twist in the market because of what we want us to move to the right side of the market and try to analyze. We are still on the right side of the market based on higher time frame. As a matter of fact, if we consider it from higher time frame, we are on the right side of the market because we have this reaction back, retracement back into this other block. We are using higher time frame to judge our decision. Higher time frame transcend lower time frame. Then, if we want to get the direction right, we use higher time frame to get our directions right. So this is what we have on weekly, and this is what we are anticipating, that we are anticipating higher prices in the market. So looking on to daily, what can we find? We can see what the market is doing and the kind of reaction we are getting. But moving to the right side of the market, we're going to see, we're going to analyze some things, and what we're going to kind of label it is, we still use major structure but a minor major structure at this particular point. But what we are having here is very, 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 very simple. So the year happens to be a strong high, which we are expecting price to do what? To protect. So here happens to be a strong high in the market. We are neglecting the left side of the market, at least for now. And here happens to be our weak low. The money has been transferred from this particular leg to this leg. So here happens to be a strong guy that we are anticipating to be, you know, to eventually then, yeah, it happens to be a weak low. So if that's the case, and we have this particular leg here, so what are we experiencing at this particular junction? So here we are kind of like seeing some reactions in the market. On the flip side of the market, here happens to be our dealing range. Here happens to be our dealing range, at least for the moment, on the right side of the market. But we are sensing some other stuff. We are seeing some things happening in the market. And it is kind of this particular leg that we have. This this leg, we can target as our turtle soup. So yeah, so that's our major turtle soup there. And as we can see, market is kind of giving us some reversal in the market. So what we'll be looking for, at least for now, let's go on lower time frame, is this particular leg here that we have here. As you can see on this leg, in fact, we can kind of like make it our minor. It's a minor flip at this junction. A minor turtle soup. Let's put it that way, at least for now. And where is the leg that sponsor the turtle soup? This is the leg that sponsor the turtle soup here. So we have this leg to be the leg that sponsor the turtle soup. So what we are anticipating, at least for now, if we have this turtle soup, is that we're going to be anticipating this leg to be our potential flip. So if we have this flip, then we know that we've gotten a reversal in the markets. But mind you, this is very, very tricky somehow. It's somehow tricky in the sense that we have this strong guy. We are kind of looking for a trade to hedge our position. But don't forget, on higher time frame, we've gotten our direction right and we're anticipating higher prices in the market. And all these things that we have here is just a retracement into the internal structure that we are expected to capitalize on. So having picking this range on a minor major structure, and we are here on minor structure to kind of see what to expect in the market. We are anticipating the fact that, okay, this particular leg here, we are getting some kind of reactions from it. And as you can see here, if we are to trade it on a minor something, we have this to be a strong high, weak low. Then we have a weak low here, stronger here. Then we'll be anticipating since this particular leg sponsor another leg down, then money has been transferred from this leg to this particular leg. Then the liquidity below this low has been taken, and as we can see, market did not close below this low. Some kind of expectation that I have on this particular leg is the fact that, okay, I'm thinking maybe we're going to kind of have some kind of consolidation for it to take the low, take the high again. But nonetheless, if we check on higher time frame, we will see that we are expecting some kind of sharp retreat, I mean, sharp movement away from this internal structure that we have here. So, like we have within this liquidity void, and at the same time, you see a lot of things are lining up that is giving us, that is giving me some kind of belief that we're going to just surge in the market. I'm anticipating higher prices on euro. I'm anticipating higher prices on euro. And at the same time, I'm expecting that we're going to transcend all these highs that we have here. And anything can happen in the market, with what we have here, it can just reverse and give us another reaction entirely. So taking all this high out of the market is something that, it might take years before we get to that place. But nonetheless, staying on lower time frame, we continue to capitalize on any presented opportunity. So coming back to daily, we can see as we have here, we can still have some kind of retracement. Anything can happen in the market, but we try and see what we can capitalize on within the moment. So here we have it, and whatever we are anticipating, but nonetheless, on 1 hour, my anticipation is very, 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 very pure. London has opened now. And what I'm expecting, my expectation for now is before I engage on any other trade apart from the one that we've entered here, the long that we enter here, this particular long that we have here, is a very long trade. It's a position trade, not up to position trade, but it's a kind of swing trade here. It's a kind of swing trade. And having this swing trade in the market, let's go to weekly and see it clearly. Okay, it's too small here. On daily, you can see it clearly here. So this is a kind of swing trading that I already have in the market. But nonetheless, let's see 1 hour and try to see if let's see what we can capitalize on. So looking for what to capitalize on in the meantime, for the fact that we are still waiting on that swing trading, we still have a day trade within that, and that's what we are trying to capitalize on. We leave that one to be running. It's running and it's moving in a direction already. And what we are looking for is smaller trades within the bigger trades. But at least for now, what we indicate a smaller trade for me is whatever reaction we are getting from this particular leg. So before I'll be engaging in buy or sell within this particular leg, with the kind of reaction we are having here, I'm not seeing any opportunity to sell again, at least for now. And we are anticipating CPI this week. So anything can happen. We can transcend all these highs that we have here, can take out everything that we have here and use it to give us some other stuff in the market. We can transcend it, and at the same time, higher time frame transcend. You know that I keep on repeating that statement, the higher time frame transcend lower time frame. So even though we have this turtle soup here, for us to be on the safer side, I'm anticipating a close above this minor flip that we have. So we have turtle soup. The liquidity below this low has been taken. I'm now anticipating a close above this minor flip. If we have a close above this minor flip, then can now be looking for opportunity to do what? To buy in the market. But if we should go on 15 minutes, there are tons of trades that we can kind of see in the market. This is a minor MSS, and as you can see, it has closed above it, and it has started moving higher in the market. But even though the movement is very, very choppy, we can still anticipate the fact that, okay, market, you know what, but nonetheless, we'll be anticipating. For me, because before I start engaging in this trade, I will be anticipating that we close above this particular high. We close above it, then our, what is it called? Our total soup becomes valid, because as we have it here, markets can still come down without a closure. Even if we have a tap above this leg, we still have markets still have potential of coming down. But if we close above it, then automatically we can be anticipating. We can. The emphasis there is can be anticipating higher prices in the market. So we are expecting this flip to take place. Once the flip takes place, then we'll come back into the market to see where we can capitalize, what we can capitalize on. And I guess that would be around London. So this morning, there is no trade except following what we already have in the market and anticipating this flip in the market. Once we get this flip, we'll come back during New York, give another analysis, and we can move from there. But at least for now, nothing yet except following through what we have here. So if you are here to enter, you can still, there's still opportunity for you. So far, we are here to close above this high. There's still opportunity, plenty opportunity, below this low. You can still set the order anyway. This particular order that we have here. Let me show the parameter. This is the parameter. You can still enter because with the way it's doing, there is still potential. The price can come down into the level before moving up, because the kind of reaction we are having here is very sharp one, and I need a very, very clean movement that will give us some kind of other block away from this particular leg, so that at least we'll be able to capitalize on it. Thank you very much. That will be the end of our analysis this morning. So if we have a closure above this particular leg, then we've gotten a flip, then we start looking for buying opportunity in the market. Thank you very much. Have a blissful day.